Greetings one and all, and welcome to the second part of my Labor Day weekend yard sale finds videos. The first video was really a supplemental kind of thing that you could skip if you want, but it's basically me driving around, so if you enjoyed that part of the last week's video, go check it out. And I do talk a little more about the items that I found during today's yard sales, so and I tried to keep it short. I figured if I break it up this way, at least it's not 25-minute long, and you could kind of pick and choose what you might want to watch. Okay, so today was really good, if not kind of expensive. I spent more than I would have liked, all said and done, but it kind of all evens out in the end because I got some really amazing scores that I probably have no right getting for the prices that I got. So then the stuff that I paid a little more for kind of evens it all out. Alright, so there was the first yard sale. That's the one that I got out of, and I was like, oh my god, it was amazing. So I went there, and it was just, I might even go back, to be honest. The guy's like, oh, I'm still bringing stuff out, you should come back. And his prices were really good, and I left some stuff behind that I kind of wanted, but at the same time thought, you know, I was going a little overboard, so I left some stuff behind that I didn't buy. A couple board games, a couple like Matchbox car set things that may be gone if I go back, but you know, might still be there. So anyway, his prices were really good. When I first got there, you know, there's one of those places where there's just so much stuff everywhere. It kind of looked like, at first glance, you're like, oh wow, there's a lot of junk everywhere. But then the more you look and the closer you look and the more you move stuff around, you're just like, oh my god, where did this come from and how is this over here? So it all starts with the Halloween item. I asked him as soon as I got in there, I said, I just saw someone leave with some Halloween stuff. Do you have anything else? And he brought this out for me, which I thought was pretty neat looking. If I could get it out of the bag. There we go. It's an animated witch that he gave me for $1. Only $1 for this. I did not test it yet. He didn't know if it works or not. I want to say that it looks like there's no reason it shouldn't work, but I did not test it yet. I think it is, you know, I'm not really sure what manufacturer this is from. It might just be a generic thing, but I imagine she shakes the chair back and forth and maybe says something. I don't really know, but I thought for $1 that was nice. Even if it doesn't work, it's kind of a cool little piece to put around. I really like the face on her, and she has a nice like withered look. Oh, you know, the eyes light up. I just noticed that the eyes are LED lights. So pretty cool. For $1, I said hell yeah. I grabbed that as soon as I could, and then he snagged something else out, which is not a big deal or anything, but it's just Halloween mask that lights up. Well, it's not, you're not supposed to wear it, but you hang it on the wall. It's missing the battery cover on the back, and again, this is something I don't know if it works or not. I don't see any reason it shouldn't unless the light's burnt out. But he just grabbed this and was like, here, take it. I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, you know, for free. So this was free, and you know, there's no reason not to take it, so I took it. So there was that. And then I was looking around a little more. I think I told you that I saw the Matchbox car set that I initially put to the side, but it was a huge box, and even though I kind of know that it must be worth something, I just didn't feel like lugging it around. I have nowhere to put it, so I said, man, the hell with it. And then I leave a bag somewhere. Oh, but yeah, then I spotted a little armature for figures. There's a missing piece on the arm here, but it was pretty cool, you know, because I'm doing the sculpting and everything. I thought, you know, that was pretty neat, neat find that I could kind of use. So that, I believe, was $1, if I'm not mistaken. So I snagged that. And then, believe it or not, this was kind of crazy. I found a 30-piece sampler of Sculpey 3. This is clay. Now, I use Sculpey Firm because this other stuff is kind of a little too soft to do what I do with it. But, you know, I figured there's all these different colors in there, and I could probably do something with it. So I asked him how much for that. He gave it to me for free. I don't know why. He just said, you know, I'll just take it, you know. So it's pretty old, it looks like. I'm hoping that it's still viable, the clay. But if it's not, I mean, he gave it to me for free, so no huge loss there. So pretty cool. Huge pack of Sculpey 3. It is from 1996, so I don't know how long, what kind of shelf life this stuff has. I'm assuming it's good until you bake it, but I don't know. Alright, so that was another free item that he gave me. Alright, let me get to this because this is so insane. I told you in the other video that I found some Nintendo games. Well, I moved, like I said in the other video, I moved a book, and staring back at me was Contra. Can you believe that? In the dust jacket, in the dust cover that says Nintendo on it, which, believe it or not, are actually kind of hard to come by, and they do drive the price of the game up a little more when you sell the games. So that was amazing because I was gonna buy Contra anyway, and I was like, oh, I couldn't believe it because there was nothing in that place to indicate that there would be video games there. So I found Contra, and then I look a little closer and I see more games, like I said in the other video. So I'm just gonna run through all the games that I found. We got, this one is weird. I saw the gold cartridge and I was like, ooh, Zelda, Zelda. It's not Zelda. It's the Ultimate Stuntman. And on the back, I've never actually seen this before, but on the back there's like a little switch. See that? And it says if it doesn't work in position A, try it in position B. And interestingly enough also, the sticker's upside down. And I got to admit, I've never seen this kind of cartridge before, and I'm not familiar with the game. I did not look any values up of any of this stuff today. I haven't had time to really look anything up, so I don't know what the deal is with that. I put Spotify on for background music, forgetting every time. I do this every time, forgetting that there's commercials. So that's what this is. It's a commercial. Alright, so anyway, Ultimate Stuntman. And then I got Skate or Die. In, again, another dust jacket. Skate or Die. And then I found Anticipation. Nintendo's first video board game. Again, with the dust. This one was the one I found on the floor. I nearly stepped on it. I looked down, I was like, there's a Nintendo game on the floor! It's mine! So I grabbed that one. I saw the word dragon on this one, and I was like, oh my god, Double Dragon! It's not Double Dragon, but it is Dragon Fighter. This one has a sticker on it, and on the back, because it was apparently a Blockbuster rental or something like that. So, well, you know, what are you gonna do? But still pretty cool. Dragon Fighter. And then we have Tetris. This one has a sticker on the back. I'm going to try to get that off. So Tetris, another good score. And then this one we actually have in the plastic Nintendo case. I don't have any of these yet. So we got the plastic Nintendo case. And that game is Air Fortress, which sounds familiar to me, but I don't remember for sure if I ever played that one. So we got Air Fortress in the plastic case. And finally, the only game that didn't have some kind of case with it, Where's Waldo? This one has a sticker coming up a little bit. So that Where's Waldo? So that is 1 game, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Nintendo games. Got 8 Nintendo games with dust jackets and plastic cases and everything for $2. He said a couple bucks, $2 is what it was. I was so excited. I was like, I can't believe I found these here. I can't believe you're only charging me $2. I can't believe Contra and Tetris are in there. The other games I'm not as familiar with, but I feel like there's a couple of winners in there that you guys might know about. I gave them, they were pretty grungy, but I gave them all a clean up on the outside and also on the pins on the inside. I have not tested any of them yet, but I'm pretty optimistic that they'll all work. So I'm going to give these a test after the video. So that was my favorite part of today. That was the best part of today. But it's not over. Then I spotted these, which are questionable. I don't know if they're worth anything. I don't know what the deal is with them, but I felt like I had to give it a shot because the plastic part looks similar to what I like to collect with Halloween stuff. So it's just like a little plastic Santa and reindeer set. You could see Santa there. I haven't really looked carefully for any markings, so I don't know if there are any markings on here to indicate what manufacturer this might be. But this type of stuff can sometimes be worth money. It really depends. Like I said, I didn't look this up yet. It looks like there might be, you know, a couple of pieces broken off. Unless something went in there, I don't know. Again, maybe like a candy cane goes in here. I really don't know what the point of that was. And there's the other part of it. On the side of this one, it does say Santa's Hayride. So, you know, that might be a way to look this up and figure out what the deal is with it. One antler is broken off on this guy. I do have it though, so I'm probably going to glue him back on and fix it up a little bit. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what the deal is with this, if it's worth anything, who the manufacturer is, so on and so forth, but he gave it to me for $1 for both pieces, so the whole thing was only $1, and as I've told you in the past, for $1, I will always take the chance. So we got that. And on the way out, I spotted two more things, like as I was about to pay and leave. One is this, which has like some movable parts to it and things. It is a 1998 Toho figure, and I feel like it said, yeah. Does that say... Yeah, that says Godzilla Team on it, so that's a Godzilla figure. It's not Godzilla per se, but it's, I guess, part of the Godzilla collection from that time. He gave that to me for free. I guess, you know, he just said, throw it in, don't worry. So I took that for free, and he was about to put this on a shelf. It's a Mr. Peanut cup. This is stuff that my dad used to collect. He has a couple of Mr. Peanut things, and Mr. Peanut tends to be highly collectible. I don't know if this piece is worth anything necessarily, maybe a couple bucks, but he gave that to me for free as well. I said, you know, how much for Mr. Peanut? He's like, ah, take it. So at the end of the day, he ended up giving me 4 things for free, and the rest of the stuff was priced $1 to $2. So it was, like I said, a crazy, amazing yard sale. I loved it. I'm gonna go back and see what else he might have there. Great stuff, great stuff. Okay, so that was just the first yard sale. The second yard sale, as I mentioned, was it was okay and not okay. I told you the whole story about it, so let me just show you what I got. For $40, I got the Nintendo 64. This is, you know, a blue or green console, it looks like. She had a $15 price tag on that. I don't know what the, you know, she priced everything out individually, it looked like. I haven't tested any of it, but she said that it was all tested and working, so I do have to double check on that. And I didn't bother looking any of this stuff up on eBay, but I kind of figure, I kind of know that I could have gotten the same, basically the same set for probably around the same price, maybe even cheaper on eBay. I'll double check that, but it wasn't a deal. It was just one of those instances where it was like, okay, it's here, I have this amount of money with me, I might as well take it. So there's the console. It has the power brick and the hookup connectors, so I could actually hook this up and play it. It came with one controller, and it looks like let me see, how does this work? I've actually never really had one of these. I don't know what this is. A controller pack, it says. I guess you need that to use the controller. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's like a memory card or something. And a matching controller for the console, and it has another memory card in there. So I guess that's what that is, a memory card in the other controller. And I got a couple games. I got Mortal Kombat. She had a $8 price tag on it. Oh, it's Mortal Kombat 4. So, and she had Diddy Kong Racing. Does that say Diddy Kong? Yeah, Diddy Kong Racing. She had a $10 price tag on. And we got Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, which has a $5 price tag on it. Like I said, there were a couple of other games she had there, but I couldn't afford them, so I had to leave them behind. And we also got a Game Shark, which she had a $7 price tag on. And I got a couple of Game Gear games. We have Sonic Chaos, Sonic the Hedgehog Chaos, and Super Columns. Those both had $2 price tags on them. I took those with it because I have that Game Gear, and which I might actually end up selling, and I figured this would sweeten the pot when I sell it. I'm not really sure yet if I want to do that, but at the very least, I have more games to play with it. And that is everything. So, like I said, $40, you know, okay. Now I have a Nintendo 64. I wish it was cheaper. It wasn't a rip-off, but it wasn't a deal, just kind of middle of the road. I wish that she wasn't quite as high with the prices, but what are you gonna do? I decided to go for it this time since I skipped it the last time. What I really wanted was a Super Nintendo, but I had to settle for this. Alright, and at that point I was completely broke. I had only pocket change left. I went to one last yard sale, and with dimes and nickels, I bought the Mystical Mirror from, I think this is from Spirit, if I'm not mistaken. Well, it says Gemmy Halloween, but it might be sold through Spirit. It just looks like those colors, doesn't it? The Spirit colors. Anyway, it does work.
I can reveal your inner self. That's right. Look closely at yourself. Do you see anything different?
So, for $2, I couldn't pass that up. I feel like Johnny Tellez might have gotten something like this in his Halloween haul, if I remember correctly. But, yeah, so that was the last of it. That is my Friday scores, my Friday yard sale finds. Like I said, didn't look up any prices on this stuff, but pretty happy with it overall. Thanks for watching, everybody. If I do find anything on Saturday, I'll do another video and show you what I get. Hope you're having a good Labor Day weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Let me know if you go to yard sales. If you find anything, if you get any good scores, I want to know. Tell me. Alright, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.